What's going on, baby? Welcome back. It's your girls from Jersey with the RuPaul's Drag Race episode review. Hey y'all, we're back and we're ready for another episode of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 4 review with your girls, the boys of Outspoken. Now, this was a good ass episode.
Yeah, that was really good. It was sad, I'm sorry. It was sad, but we're gonna get to that later.
Yeah.
But it was really sad. I've never been so emotional about an elimination in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's not jump the gun.
Let's not jump it.
Speaking of, though, Gia just left.
Gia just left, yeah. The girls are back.
Miss her this episode?
I did. I missed her. I missed the drama.
I mean, I feel like there was enough drama as it was. There was enough emotional moments and a little bit of... Now we're going to have Valentina be the new drama on the show. It seems to be there.
Go home tonight.
I watched that over.
Yeah.
So do I. Just even the gifts of that whole scene. Her sitting up, her flipping that around on Manila. I still love it. I still love it. But
I did miss her. You know, yeah, she was a lot of shady, I will say, but she was very entertaining. I think she did what she came to do, and yeah, XOXO.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Have you guys heard these rumors that she and RuPaul kind of had a confrontation that they didn't air on the show while they were filming? They had kind of a confrontation, and she confronted her, I guess, about some of the the trans contestant issue, something along those lines.
I don't know. I don't believe that.
I know.
I did see that Gia went live.
Yeah.
But I feel like she's just amping it up. Gia has found a newfound career in just being problematic. I don't know.
You think she's a new Tyra?
Oh no.
No,
not that bad.
Not that bad. She just wants to be this.
But she's on that edge of the excommunicated drag race girls.
Well, Trinity was pretty much telling Manila how she respected her for pretty much.
I love. Yep.
And I get that, but at the same token, this is anybody's game. There aren't really any rules when it comes down to sending anybody home. And Manila was pretty much just like, girl, like, this is my game. If I do it, I do it.
Yeah, she said next time I'm gonna do what's best for me and the competition. So obviously Trinity chose Gia to go home too. That was no real surprise.
Valentina was very grateful.
Yeah, well. She at first, then we get into some chats later, and is she so grateful? I don't know. I did really like that Manila, kind of said that Trinity owned the whole episode, because she did last week, and it just kind of came down to the lip sync. Trinity's always just like right there, so I feel a little bad for her, but there's always next week.
Regardless, she's showing out. She's really doing her thing.
Yeah. This week's challenge was Jersey Justice, which was kind of a play on the daytime courtroom shows with Michelle Visage acting as a judge and the girls kind of reenacting skits in their best Jersey impersonations. What did you guys think of the concept of the challenge and everything?
I loved it. I don't know how the state of New Jersey feels.
I know. They had to issue an apology at the end.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about it,
Jersey's always getting picked at.
Jersey is. I liked it. It was nice. It was fun. It was like
They always do like an acting with some skits and some improv. They always have some kind of challenge like that.
I love all those Judge Judy, Judge Maybelline, all
of them, yeah.
Judge Mathis.
Well, what do you think of what about Judge Visage? You think she takes the reins and being one of the...
If I was judging, I would say she did a great job. She's funny.
She's funny.
Yeah, she was good.
She's from Jersey.
Yeah,
so she's original.
She can make fun of it a little bit more. Also, RuPaul played kind of the court interviewer at the end, which was cute.
That was really funny.
Yeah, that was a very different RuPaul.
Right. He's doing acting more. He's on Netflix on a few.
That new show too. The new show that's coming out.
Why not get with the girls and show them? Be a little silly.
I can improv.
Everyone already says he doesn't really care about the show,
right?
Or he doesn't care about the girls. So I think that was his way of
being a little more present. Yeah.
Here's my scene. Here, I'm carrying. Let's check.
It was also nice to see Stacey Lane Matthews back in her little court reporter.
Was that a green screen?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure probably when she was there a couple weeks ago, they just filmed her doing some things. But it was funny.
They couldn't keep her in a room either.
I know.
Like the other girls. Sorry, girl, just one night.
Well, I do wonder though. I was like, okay, now we're using her on 2 episodes. She doesn't actually get to compete though. I don't know, but whatever.
Well, she might get Miss Congeniality at the end.
That would be great.
Well, let's break down the teams. The girls had to break up into 3 different teams. Team 1 was Manila and Naomi, which I thought was actually really cute because, Naomi's been such a fan. So when they were on a team together, she was like, oh, this is like my 11th grade fantasy coming true, you know? So that's a cute moment.
It was cute. That just reminded me when I started working with you. I was just like, girl, legend.
Okay. Well, let's see who goes further. Manila or Naomi in this competition. So
no, I thought it was very cute, and that's why I love Naomi. Excuse me, because she's not afraid to give a compliment. As beautiful and rowdy as she is, she's always like, I stand for you.
Right.
And that's cute.
Right.
Because it's humble. It's a weird situation too. I mean, even it's different from what we do, but even when we interview queens or something, there's a weird dynamic of, do we say we're huge fans of yours, or do we fangirl out a little bit, or do we be more professional? Right. So for someone in the industry to be looking up to someone and then to be able to work with them, it's cool. Right. It's a cool full circle moment for her.
But you almost feel like, from Manila's standpoint, like, almost like, oh, well, she's such a fan, or she loves me, like, I almost don't want to be too strict or bitchy, or, you know, like, hey, girl, get it together. Right. At least that's how I would feel. Someone goes, oh my God, I love you. I'm like, okay, bitch, but I need you to deliver. Like, it would be a little hard. Yeah.
Let's do this. I thought Naomi was a standout for me. I thought she was really good. She actually looked the most Jersey out.
Yeah, I think her look was one of the best, if not the best. Like, when she came out, I was like, oh, she's nailed the look for sure.
Right.
She was very entertaining, hilarious. Me and Joe were fucking dying. I honestly thought she was going to be the top, so I was taken back, you know, later in the episode when we find out she's just safe. Supposedly didn't, do well.
I thought she was definitely one of the top performers. Her accent here and there, you know, but overall she held her own, and I think that Manila kind of set her up to kind of have her moments a little bit. Like, Manila kind of eased into it before she started her character too much, you know. She let Naomi shine for a little bit, and then she came out and she did well, I think. What do you guys think of Manila's performance?
My favorite part was definitely the barking.
The barking. Because I didn't see that coming.
You could tell that it was like actual improv. It was like right off the cup, right off the top of her head, because it came out of nowhere.
Right.
Even the audience was like laughing too. Like,
I was eating it up. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was afraid Manila was gonna be all bark, no bite, and she fucking was really aggressive with it. And
you had to put her down.
2 paws up.
2 paws up, I thought she did good. Manila's good at that kind of stuff. The improv and the stuff. I don't know if Naomi's usually, that's not really her lane, but she held her own. I think overall their team was pretty strong.
Yeah, Manila was definitely that bitch.
Yes, she was. Well, Team 2 was the team of 3 with Latrice, Manila, and Monet.
Yes.
Team Black Girl Magic, I think. I don't know how much magic was actually on their team. They had a couple of flubs and blubs, but what did you guys think overall?
So I would say with Monique, I'm tired of her voice.
Really?
It's just, I can't. She sounds like a 13-year-old gamer.
Oh, God.
I'm like, when you want to grow into your...
You wanted her to bring a different character.
I wanted her to shut the fuck up.
Oh, okay.
I wanted her to take it down just a notch.
Okay.
Because could you imagine being in that room with her where she was shrieking?
Well, Michelle did mention that a little bit. She's like, oh, you had the high-pitched voice.
Right.
I'm just over it. It's just too much. But other than that, she did well. She did really fun. She was really funny.
So she didn't give you ooh ah. She gave you ah.
She gave me ah.
I'm good on that. Okay, I actually thought she was hilarious.
Same.
I can definitely see where you're coming as far as her voice and how that would be like. Oh right, sis, calm down. But I think she was a magician out the group. She killed it.
Yeah, Monique was definitely my favorite performance out of all of the girls. I think it was annoying, but it was. I think I even wrote annoyingly Jersey, but good.
Right.
I thought the look was good. Her messy makeup kind of worked for the challenge.
You're saying she does not paint well. Are you saying that?
I feel like she painted well for that challenge to be a messy Jersey girl, and I feel like the look was strong. And
all those girls only have a little bit to paint for those challenges.
What he's saying is her paint is always messy.
I didn't say it was always messy, but I said it worked really well for this Jersey mess challenge.
Gotcha.
I think she was in character the entire time. I like the outfit. I think she was a really good sport when the cake came out. She just went with it. She was just good with the improv. I think Monique actually really killed it in this challenge.
No, she did well. She did well. I liked it.
Yeah.
But you know who wasn't doing well?
Who?
Latrice Royale.
Latrice.
Which is weird because I felt like as far as her look, she was giving it to me. I could see comedy's coming. The look was there, but She was waiting. She wasn't doing anything.
Well, it was almost like Manila. You know, like Manila kind of gave Naomi a few opportunities to shine, and then she kind of brought it. And I kept waiting for Latrice to do something or have some funniness or a joke or something, but it just never.
It never came.
It wasn't there.
That's crazy to me because like she always talks about how she never had an opportunity to really show her funny side, but then when she had the greatest opportunity given to be a little kooky, a little crazy, she didn't take it.
She just wasn't sure.
Nah, she wasn't.
Jersey Shore.
Okay,
that was a joke.
It doesn't work if you explain it after.
Sorry.
Some of the viewers need explaining.
Yeah, plus her accent was not good. She was a little mumble. It just wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't great.
It wasn't hitting, man. Also, I feel like, you know, a way she could have probably, and it's just my opinion, saved it is by, like, you know, revealing something like, oh, she really wants to be like her daughter secretly, and then like because we didn't know what the plot was or anything.
It was messy. It got a little messy and a little convoluted. Her daughter then came out. Monet Exchange played her daughter, which was already kind of at a disadvantage because she came out so late into the game, and then she came out just kind of being a hot mess, which I guess was the character, but it just, between Latrice and her, it was a little bit messy on their side. It was. I don't know. It wasn't.
I was just underwhelmed. I guess I expected a little more, and I didn't get it.
She gave me Prego when I wanted just some good mama sauce.
Okay, I thought you meant like Prego. Oh, like she looked pregnant. Gotcha. You wanted the sauce, and you got the jarred bargain bin
with a lot of sugar.
Yeah, definitely. It's just too bad because Monet and Latrice are really funny, funny women, funny queens, and you know, and I do love both of them. They are beloved. They are fan favorites. It's just, I don't know. They couldn't really get it together on this challenge, I think. Plus, Monique was slaying it, so they really looked even worse in comparison to having a teammate that did so well.
Right. Yeah. But you know who did do well? Trinity and Valentina.
Season 4 girls. The budding friendship of the season. They teamed up.
My favorite, hands down. That
was your favorite. Their performance was your favorite. Okay.
You know, Valentina has really solidified herself in this competition. She is a chameleon and a great actor. Yes. I was very impressed by just the characterization of the whole situation.
I was a little surprised when Trinity said that Valentina wasn't known for being funny, because she's another one, not quite as much as Trinity, surprising us with the humor her season and then this season. Like Trinity surprised us, but Valentina did have some really good comedy even on her season. I remember the Saved by the Bell skit thing they did, which that was good. And she does have her moments. She's an actress. At the end of the day, Valentina's an actress.
This is elevated to like a great height.
Yes.
Was this challenge like she was in character the whole time? The character was like realized. It was really just well thought out, and she knew exactly what to do. Even with the improvisations. Is that how you say it?
Improvisation.
Improvisation. The improvisation was amazing.
My favorite when she was talking to Ioana, just like she was giving character.
I was pleasantly surprised because during the rehearsal, it was like, okay, this could go a little for Valentina. I do think maybe overall Trinity's a little stronger with the improv and stuff. But once it came to fruition, once like Valentina came out in her snooky, you're not used to seeing Valentina play ugly, so the fact that she got so ugly and so messy, it automatically was a funny image, and then she just kind of took the scene and ran with it, and I do think Valentina was really strong. The accent here and there a little bit, but it didn't matter because she was such a mess that if she mumbled or made it...
What did you guys think about the physical comedy, like when they went to the fight? That was great. Wasn't that great?
It was good. It was funny. Yeah, I thought theirs better than the team before them when they started fighting with the cake. You know, Monique took the cake to the face really well, but I think Trinity's and Valentina's little physical altercation came off a little funnier.
Overall. A good duo.
Yeah, and Trinity really, I liked her outfit. She was nice. I didn't believe that she was a mobster.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Trinity looked like, just like Trinity bringing the looks, even her Jersey trash look was like, a good elevated look. Like she was like expensive Jersey trash. Right. Totally like a mobster's wife or
her family's in the construction business.
Yeah.
Right.
She at least shops at Posh in Jersey, so
she like lives in New York but still claims Jersey.
Yeah, totally.
They killed it.
She, she had a little flub in the beginning with her name, and there was a couple little, little flubs and blubs. But again, I think she was giving Valentina a chance to be a little more funny and shine too. Right. And overall, she still did great. I think they were a pretty strong team. So
it was well thought out, and I loved it.
Back in the workroom after the challenge, everyone's actually feeling really confident. Yeah. Pretty much everyone thinks that they did well, which is a little surprising because we don't think that as the audience. But what did you guys think of everyone's high level of confidence in the challenge?
It was for some people it was alarming.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like, okay, so
that's how I want to go into 2019.
Yeah. No matter what kind of mess.
Just confidence.
Yes.
Girl, she's got, is that cum on her lip?
No.
It doesn't matter.
No, but like here's the thing. Manila had to take Latrice aside and be like, look, how did you think you did?
Yeah. Girl? Latrice was pretty confident, which was probably one of the most surprising. Manila, as her friend, was like,
I think it was like, okay, in the grand scheme of things, everyone was so good that Latrice didn't do bad, didn't do horrible. Right. She just wasn't as good as the rest of it.
Yeah, and I appreciate that from Manila. Yeah. Sometimes you need friends to be like, sis, maybe you shouldn't wear white. You're on the rag. And I'm already seeing it.
That's the kind of good friend that Manila is.
You know what I mean? Just be like, this ain't it.
Yeah.
And I feel like Latrice just wasn't seeing it. And it was like hard to watch because you love Latrice, but you also want Latrice to take a little accountability and be like, oh, well, yeah, man.
Well, she starts kind of asking the other girls too. She goes to Trinity and kind of is like, oh, did you mess up at the beginning, girl? And Trinity's like,
which was very unlike Latrice.
That was very unlike. That's what I thought. I was like, what are
the producers told her that?
I did.
Well, I think it was she was starting to feel. Maybe she finally woke up and was like, oh shit. She started to feel a little insecure. So maybe she was like, okay, maybe I didn't do as good. Let's go talk to everyone about their.
I'm telling you that wasn't it.
Yeah, of course.
That wasn't it. Yeah. And then producer, while you're all that going on. Hey, I know you're trying to get your paint, but go over there and ask Trinity if she felt like she flubbed.
Right. But let me say, I have loved Trinity again in the confessionals this entire episode. I mean, the entire season, but this entire episode. Every time somebody has something smart to say, what she says back in the confessionals, always so clever. And
you have been on her tuck all season.
I am living for Trinity.
Same.
I am living for Trinity this whole season. No, just everything about Trinity this season.
The only thing that could get me to hate her if she sent Valentina home.
Right.
So don't do it.
Well, about that, a little bit of drama. I don't know if it was playful or kind of serious. Right. Valentina and Trinity are talking in the workroom just about how Latrice is most likely in the bottom and nobody wants to be the one to send Latrice home. Trinity asks Valentina, well, I saved you last week. If me and Latrice were in the bottom, what would you do? And Val says she would get rid of Trinity. What do you guys think of that whole interaction?
That was so funny to me. I rewound that about 10 times. Like, the way she was
like, you're going home, bitch. Or what did she say?
Yeah, I said, your ass home, bitch.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's so honest.
Yeah.
Well,
do you think it was totally true or was it partly playful?
I think it was true because she never confirmed that she will be saving Trinity at any point in the game. Trinity said, I'm going to win this for you. She said, okay.
Even when Manila was like trying to do like a deal. She was like, no, I want to play. Like, I'm here to play.
Yeah. I'm not here to do deals.
Oh, Valentina is definitely here to play. She's playing the game.
At the end of the day, it's a competition.
I know.
I say that anything when it comes to Valentina. I get it.
I know. No, I kind of think it was playful. I don't know if it really came down to that, because I feel like Valentina's trying to actually play fair. I know she was saying I could never kick off Latrice and it was in the workroom, but if it really came down to it, I feel like, and it was that performance, like if Valentina would have been in the top this week, I feel like there's no way that you could have kicked off Trinity over Latrice in this instance, for sure.
Right.
Producers would have stopped that even.
Somehow, or they wouldn't have put they wouldn't have put Trinity in the bottom. I mean,
right. As soon as producers found out, it's about to pull Trinity's lipstick, both of them. Both of them. Both lips.
Do something.
Trinity.
Get in there.
Rude. Not if I can help you. Trinity, you both stay.
Well, something big happens next week. The rules are off. Or All Stars rules are off.
Like, what does that mean?
What I think it is going to be, Ru doesn't like what. That's what I think happens. Ru doesn't like who the person kicks off.
That's what I'm like. I don't know if I like this whole rule changing thing. Like that comes every now and then.
Right.
Because
you got to play it one way or the other. Because
bias in a way. It's like, oh, it's interjected this.
Well, imagine if you were the one like they were saving, or you weren't the one they were saving. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I wasn't worth the
same.
Or like, oh, so my decision didn't matter, or what? Fuck my drag, right?
We'll see next week.
Well, the judges this week were Michelle Visage and Carson Kressley, as always. Special guest star, Zoe Kravitz, who I love, talented actress. Right. And Erica Ash, who's actually another comedian actress, who I wasn't super familiar with, but she was really funny.
She's on the Real Husbands of Hollywood.
Okay, well, now I know. And then Ru came out. What did you guys think of Ru's outfit?
I liked it.
No, I liked it. It was one of the most different, dramatic things I've seen from RuPaul on the stage.
It was like 80s slash.
There's ruffles and florals and green and flowy and a shiny pant. It was a whole look, but it was good. I liked it.
I enjoyed it.
I just like she's doing something different.
Yeah, I feel like she's finally playing with a few different looks this year. I mean, she's got that Bianca Del Rio, same paint, same hair, same silhouette, always. And you know, she can do it. She's been in the industry for a long time. But as an OG, I want to see her bring a little something every now and then.
I think she's trying, you know, because she's a woman of a certain age.
Right.
She's be out there just like, be all skimpy and stuff with the rest of them.
Come out in a kitten. I don't care. But I'm just saying, it's like, give me something.
Yeah, something. Right, yeah. And she did. It was a good look for RuPaul.
We've been seeing that gown since fucking 1827. And I love a good gown.
Same hourglass ball gown with the hair.
You know, I'm down with a gown, but it was time.
It's nice to see a change.
Thank you.
Yeah. The runway this week was Curves and Swerves, padded for the gods. All the girls had to be really padded.
Sounds like my winner.
Right.
The challenge overall was good, and when Manila came out first, I didn't get it. I didn't get it exactly.
Okay.
But I got the pad. Okay, I got the padding. You know, those were pads.
I actually think that this runway, they were all really strong, pretty strong looks. Yeah. There wasn't... Okay, different. We'll get into them. We'll get into it. But overall, I thought it was a fairly strong runway. Yeah. All of the girls pretty much brought something, a character. You know, I liked it overall. Kind of nitpicking the details at the end.
The stars aligned.
Yes, for the most part. Manila came out first, like you mentioned, in kind of the pink Chanel, with the black hair, the classic with the white stripe. Yes. I really liked the look. I thought it was good. It was polished.
It was polished. It was nice. It was really nice. I liked it.
Yeah, it was good. Maybe a little lacking in the curve or swerve a little. It wasn't quite as padded as some of the others, but I thought it was really polished look.
Look, I thought it was really cute, very different. She had the pad, like little quilted.
Right,
quilted,
I thought it was very charming. Charming.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it was a good look. What about Naomi Smalls as kind of the 50s housewife with the tears and the burnt pie and everything?
It was magnificent.
Magnificent. Yeah, it was really cute, really kitschy.
Not only that, I love the way it had concept. Like, you knew exactly what it was about, where it started, how it ended. It was great. I loved it.
Look, I love Naomi. And it was giving me I Love Lucy vibes.
There you go. Yeah, like Screwball, a 50s housewife, a little.
She just looked like a model. She has that to her advantage.
Yeah. Any look she does, she's gonna look like a high fashion version of that look. So she's a high fashion 50s housewife. You know, like she looked gorgeous. I loved the tear with the makeup and just the burnt pie touch. It was really good. Yeah.
And the thing about it is, like, also it reminded me of that Beyonce video, Why Don't You Love Me?
Oh yeah.
I think it was a reference on
Yes, totally.
Next up we have Trinity, which she had like a wavy type of...
The pink wavy hair.
Wavy. It was like real like, ooh.
Right, I put it was like a wavy art piece kind of thing. It was very like modern art.
I love everything Trinity has put on this runway to date.
Yeah.
Like, it's really cool. Like, I love the way the hair was like...
I love the hair. Yeah.
It was like
definition
swerve.
Yeah. She was so cinched in the waist. Like everything was.
Yeah, I think I saw she said something like she got her waist down to like 24 inches for that look, and then people were still saying like, "Oh, you're not that padded." She's like, "No, I was my natural padding. Yeah. I mean natural, and then on top of padding, and yeah, I thought it was a great look. Again, a little high fashion, a little futuristic." Great look. Trinity's bringing the looks, continues to bring the looks all season.
Yeah. Trinity killed it. Like, I mean, she's killing it. You just automatically see top 4.
Well, what did you think of Valentina's deconstructed fashion look? What did you think?
Well, she definitely threw us a curveball because I felt like it was very different from the other girls. I felt like it was a different take.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I loved it. I felt like I could appreciate it and I saw where she was coming from. As far as the judges, I could see, I guess, why they felt
Right.
I mean, you know, it kind of didn't make sense.
Yeah. I loved it in theory.
Well, it's curves and padding. Like, these are all, like, silhouettes. Like, that mostly these patterns are curves and they come on top of each other. So it's pre-padded. This is, like, before the look.
I got what she was going for. Like, I love a deconstructed look. It's not, I've seen it done before. We've all seen something similar. The stitching and I wish it would have been almost even a little more exaggerated than it was, if that's what she was going for. But I got what she was doing. I like the concept of it. The bald look is always tricky when someone does bald, because again, I do like deconstruction, but the swerves and the curves, a big part of that could be the hair. All the girls kind of played with the swerves and curves with the hair, so maybe she didn't meet the challenge quite as much as some of the other girls, but I still liked it. It was still high fashion. She still looked gorgeous. It was something different for her, so.
But you know what? She did so well in the challenge that she could take a risk like that.
Exactly. And that's exactly what it was too. It was Valentina taking a risk, showing something different, and sometimes they knock it out of the park with the risk, and sometimes it's just eh. I thought it was pretty good overall.
I thought it was great.
If she shit in a bucket, you would think it was great.
That would be kind of a good shit.
And kicked it at the judges. Actually, that would be epic.
That would be epic.
A drag race moment.
I would actually call that art.
That would be so stupid. That's actually something I feel like Willem would do.
That's why he would never
ever grace the drag race stage. Well, next we had Monique Hart bringing back the brown cow, stunning, fabulous cow print. I'm getting you don't love it.
Well, no, I mean, I loved it. I'm tired of the brown cow.
Okay, well, I hope this can be, let's let it rest for a while after this.
I thought she looked amazing. I thought she killed it. I guess I see where you're coming as far as her paint, but as far as the look of the challenge, I thought she killed it.
Yes.
Now, mind you, this year I wanted to cut back on beef, but this cow, I'll fucking take any day. She looked amazing.
Yeah, she looked amazing.
I just like the print. The fucking challenge.
No, exactly. No, I like that aspect of it. I just hated the print. And
you hated the print, but she looked good. It was definitely elevated. She also released her single the same day of the premiere. These girls are so good. Brown Cow Stunning, now available on iTunes. It was a really good, strong look for her, and you know, let this be the pinnacle of the Brown Cow Stunning. Let this be the end. Go out with a bang. It was a very high end. I know it's not, but like, let that be the crowning Brown Cow Stunning moment for you. Let's move away from that now, but it was amazing. She looked great. She killed it all episode. She was great in the performance. Great look on the runway.
So next was Latrice, Royale. You know, I just
What'd you think?
I thought it was a rerun clip from her season.
Yeah, I will believe the same thing, because like we've seen this dress over and over again. I've actually seen her in a picture of that dress.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like I've seen the dress several times. She said it was the first time she's ever cinched.
I feel like I saw Eureka in that dress too.
Yeah, I feel like it's like the big girl throw some stones on a drab dress and distract from the. I mean, I'm not trying to.
I know.
I'm not trying to, but like it was, and the fit. I felt like the fit was a little on her. Not even the big girl. It was just the fit was a little weird in places. I don't know. I was not as confident about her look as she clearly was.
I mean, confidence is key.
Confidence is key, and I do respect that about Latrice. But
you know, a girl usually loves her diamonds, but on this one, says
not your best friend.
No.
I didn't even have to pull out my.
Not this week. Again, we keep mentioning her makeup has definitely gotten a lot better. She is a definitely more polished queen. We've kind of seen this look, and it wasn't that exciting compared to.
I did like her ankles.
That's good.
Well, her ankles.
Yeah, they were sturdy.
They were sturdy. You're so shady. I liked her sturdy ankles.
No, I was just looking for anything.
You know, she's the most beloved queen in the world. You guys are gonna have haters coming for you talking about her ankles on TV.
I love
Latrice.
Okay, well, we're about to get into that too. Well, last but not least, Monet Exchange on the runway. Doing the play on the Kim Kardashian look, the famous magazine cover. Again, I feel like the look has been done a lot. Several drag queens have. I know, I've seen it but it's over, like, it's almost 2 years now. Kamora Black did it, Calorie Kardashian did it. So many of the queens have done it on their Instas, on everything. I just was like,
okay, I can see that point.
That was just how I was like, okay.
But no one has done it on Drag Race.
Okay,
that's the difference.
all right.
I liked it. I thought it was amazing. I'm never gonna be tired of seeing that image.
Okay,
you know?
all right.
Yeah, I thought it was a good look. I thought she performed. So yeah,
it was okay. I thought it was also a little bit limiting just with having it like that. She couldn't do a lot. She kind of just walked out holding the thing, walked back holding the thing, had a reveal. But like other, you have character. There wasn't a lot she could. It was a little limiting, the look, just for her runway. That's just how I feel.
Okay, well.
The top two of the week were Manila and Monique, which both of them performed really well in the challenge, and both of their looks were really strong this week. The girls that were safe this week were Trinity and Valentina and Naomi, which all had really good looks, and were all actually really good in the challenge. It was just kind of nitpicking, I think, the details to pick. And then the two bottom girls of the week were, unfortunately, Latrice Royale and Monet Exchange, which was not a big surprise. They were kind of the weakest in the challenge, and their looks were probably not the strongest in comparison to the other girls. Do you guys agree with tops, bottoms, and middles of the week?
Unfortunately, yeah, but I really wish it wasn't Latrice. I really did not like that.
Well, what options were there? Now we're down to the 7.
There are no other options. That's the sad part about it. I know. There aren't any other options. But I was very disappointed that Latrice was in the bottom.
Maybe in another round, she was the top. Like in this round, she would deserve to be in the bottom.
The girls went back to the workroom to discuss the tops and the bottom choices and to have their discussions and their chats. Jeb just squirted all over my living room. I was like, how did that even happen?
Girl,
some coffee ejaculate. Well, what do you think of that? Like, Latrice came in and, she was very confident this whole episode, so she seemed a little not happy with the fact that she was in the bottom and was very much defending her position in the game. Of course she was, and it was a very touching moment of Manila and Latrice embracing one another. Right, because Manila knew that bitch is going home.
Well, confidence is key.
Yes.
Not necessarily the right key.
Right.
But
yes, confidence is an amazing thing, and I wish I had Latrice's confidence. I do. I think,
I don't think she honestly thought she was that bad.
Right, she was overly confident.
No, but she wasn't that bad.
But in comparison to the game, too.
Like, All-Stars, there's a certain level you have to be at. And you were a little lackluster. And that's okay. We all have our bad days. So let's not sit here and act like she was blowing us away. Because that isn't...
Well, that was...
Bitch, take your ass in the bottom, too.
Oh, there it is.
Well, I mean,
I'm tired of it.
I was a little frustrated with Latrice in this episode. I know the world is mourning for her, and she's the most beloved queen of all time. And I will say, I love Latrice. Latrice is an amazingly talented queen. She's an icon. She's one of the OGs of Drag Race, always. And she helped, launch Drag Race, she's always one of those names. And I have a lot of respect for her. But let's not, let's say what it is. She has not been bringing it this whole season, especially the last 2 episodes, and in her own words, I've been in this for 25 years and I deserve this and blah blah blah. Well, if you've been in it for 25 years, you should have cinched once before now, and your looks should be better. I'm sorry, and you can't blame Gia for the edit. You should be a professional. 25 years in the game, a lot of excuses. I love Latrice, but she's not bringing it, in my opinion, and Trinity was hitting the nail on the head when she said, girl, get out of here.
Well, I have a lipstick to pick out, and it's Josh's.
Okay, well, if I had been performing like her, I would vote myself off.
Stop.
And mine would have said, Josh.
Shady bitches. Look at these Manilas trying to eliminate the competition. That's fine if you can't beat me fair and square.
She's Cornrow. Cornrow. Hey, Manila. Vanilla.
Okay, well, what did you guys think of that? Latrice sort of almost guilting the girls by saying I'm an older queen and I've been here.
You gotta do what you gotta do to get the vote.
Yeah, you gotta put your little fight in.
Alright.
I just thought it was funny how she's just like, it's just not my time. Like, I work too hard. Meanwhile, Monet's sitting right behind her like, bitch, me too. I feel like it's not my time.
That is true. Well, it was like,
Monet was like, I just feel like I have to say as well.
It's not my time.
I believe that as well.
Right.
And I get it. Like,
and Monet did express to Monique, like, look, it'll be shady if you guys send me on because I won the first challenge. I've actually been pretty well. I just, had a couple
and there is that friend level.
Yeah,
so there's that.
But I just felt like they should have definitely... They went too hard on Valentina's look. I just felt like, she did well for the
You think the judges?
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm actually doing what Valentina.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Valentina interrupted.
Oh my God.
It was like,
that part.
I know I'm not bottom two, but the judges were pretty hard on me. And everyone was like,
I will say, I did not love that moment of Valentina. That was one of the first, like, that was to me, cute in theory because we know her, we love her, and blah, blah, blah. But you know, in that instance, that is the most emotional instance for the girls. That's the hardest instance. It's a serious instance. And I did think it was a little like, okay, girl, like,
I think it was
too much.
Maybe because I'm too biased, but I also think it was a little break in the ice. Like, this was like, obviously.
It's real easy to break the ice when you're not the one about to get kicked off.
The in here with
I mean, look, I love Valentina. She's charming. She's amazing. But if I was the other girls, I would have wanted to choke the bitch in that moment. So get out of here with your drama right now. But
well, they split the conversation and then they went into their own little trials.
They did, right. Manila and Latrice, you know, you kind of knew where her head was right off the bat. She's going to save her friend no matter what. She already said at the beginning of the episode, she's going to do what's best for her game, and that means keeping Latrice.
Right.
Yeah, and pretty much fucking Monique was just like, Monet, she's a beloved. Right. And pretty much had Monet like scared.
Yeah, I think Monet was a little like, okay, wait a minute.
Side.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, even when they announced the bottom two, you could almost see Monet like,
shit like, for a minute, yeah.
Damn, bitch, this bitch. Her,
because everybody does love Latrice. I mean, she is a beloved queen. Everyone loves her. Everyone. No one has a bad thing.
Fucking Brian in the bottom is like, you know what I mean? Bye, B.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe that.
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm just saying, like, it's tough. Like,
I mean, all the girls were emotional. Except for Valentina. But the other girls were all kind of emotional and feeling it because they all love Latrice, they all respect her, but it was sort of like this dark cloud of like, it has to be done. I feel like that was sort of the, you know, and I think Manila was the only one who was really going to save Latrice.
Yeah. I like the way when she met up with Monet, she was like, hi, great.
Yeah, I wrote.
That's awesome.
That's what I wrote. When they met, she basically was like,
you're
bye.
But you look great.
Yeah. Manila, that was, why even meet? You're not getting anywhere with it. But I do like that Trinity mentioned, you know, she's really in this to play fair and, you know, support the best of the best and always vote that. And so she doesn't really like the idea that Manila is going to play strategically. You know, what do you think of Trinity wanting to play fair? I know we keep going back and forth with this. You know, it's great in theory.
It's real easy. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Right.
You know, in 2019, let's mind our business.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
all right.
I get it. Like, you obviously want the best to be the best. When it comes to top four, you want to get there because you are
deserved
the top four.
Right.
But at the same token, this is a game. And
money is on the line.
Yeah, that's not necessarily the rules. So, you know, you could be mad at Manila.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I wasn't mad.
What do you guys think? You think you think people are gonna continue to play fair the rest of the season, or you think something's gonna happen?
You know, well, we got next week.
Something happens.
Something happens. So I think after next week, we'll see what happens.
Right. Yeah. Okay. That'll give us a little more clarity the last half of the season, how it's gonna go, and yeah. So once the girls changed their outfits and got ready for the lip sync, I knew it was a Tina Turner song. I was like, why do you both look like Tina Turner?
It was like Tina Turner.
Yeah, it's got to be a Tina song.
I got so excited. I remember I got up in my room. Was ready for for them to do like private dancer.
Well, then I was confused because then it was like, we're doing an Elton John song sung by Tina Turner. I was like, okay, there we go. But I love that song, The Bitch Is Back. I think that's a gay anthem.
Monique. Essence
of the song, yeah.
Essence. I would be scared if I was singing against fucking...
Really?
Yeah,
even Manila, because she's strong. She came out strong. Okay.
I was hoping that wig fucking flew off her head.
Monique?
So yeah.
She would have...
I was hoping...
Then Rue would be like, you're going home. Goodbye.
It wasn't working. She's like...
She probably like... Hot glued, duct taped right before the performance. She
swiffered the floor with her
that hair. Yes.
Yeah. It was
I mean, not to say Manila wasn't good because
they were both great. I thought they were both great. Manila's felt slightly more controlled with her injection of humor, and then Monique's felt a little more like genuine in the song, in the moment to me. Yeah,
Monique wrote that song.
Yeah, right. I felt it more from her. Like she was feeling the song, sowing her oats. Overall, the judges agreed, and Monique was the winner of the lip sync. Crowned the winner. Congratulations, Monique. You really killed it this week. Congrats, Monique. From your performance to your runway look to the lip sync, it was kind of your episode.
You're not happy?
You're not happy?
I'm not happy at all.
Oh, you don't think Monique went?
Like legit was in my room upset that she won. I was praying that her would fall off.
Really?
No, she deserved it, yes. But I didn't want her to win because I did not want her to send Latrice home. And that is what happened. She chose Latrice's lipstick.
Were you really surprised that she did that?
I was legit surprised.
You thought she was going to kick out Monet?
I thought Monet was going to
Not at all. I didn't think so.
I was legit surprised. I was upset. I was angry.
Monet doesn't deserve to go. Latrice seemed a little bitter. I think she seemed bitter than okay.
Almost disbelief, like,
yeah, she seemed a little bit like
almost looking at Mama Room like.
That was kind of my problem with Latrice is like, no, there's a level of entitlement this whole episode.
She wasn't entitled.
She doesn't just deserve to get to be on or win. No, why? Because she's older than everyone?
The only thing she deserves is to eat it. That's it.
No,
now, and she
deserves to be there because
she played, and now, girl, thank you.
I 100% agree that Latrice deserved a second chance to prove herself on All Stars. And she came back to All Stars. I don't know if she proved herself, and that's why she's eliminated.
So you guys don't understand talent.
I understand talent. You have to have it to survive on the show.
How dare you?
Well, you know what? Producers looked at her closet, saw another guy next week, and said,
whatever. I disagree with the whole decision.
Okay, you think Monet should have gone.
I do. And I hope she gets some redemption. Hope next week Latrice Royale comes back.
Well, we still have not heard anything if someone is coming back. They haven't alluded to it on the show yet, not even a preview or a hint.
Well, next week we'll see.
We'll see. There is some sort of dramatic moment that happens next week. Yeah. Rouge shuts it down, gets rid of rules. Speculation is that maybe they don't like who gets kicked off and Rouge's going to put a stop to it. I have no idea. I don't like spoilers, but I'm very curious to see what happens.
Girls go home.
Five go home in one episode. She just decides to win it right there. We're shutting down production on the season. She fires everyone and crowns Miss Vanjie.
Yeah, it's actually Stacey Lane Matthews.
Right? The true standout of the season. I am sad to see Latrice go. She is an icon of Drag Race. She is a talented queen. We all love her. Everybody seems to love her. But I definitely agree that it was the right decision. You don't.
I don't. And I never will.
You never will. Okay. Well, good episode overall.
It was great. Just not the end.
Is that what they usually say?
Ooh. You know what they do? They really do. They really do.
The finish wasn't as strong as I would have liked.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's never happened.
I'm kidding.
That never
Hey, y'all, we had a blast. We hope y'all did too. Stay tuned next week. We're going to obviously review the next episode of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star Season 4. We had so much fun reviewing this episode. Next week, it's going to be more drama and more deeds. So, of course, we'll be back for the next review.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Let us know all your thoughts on this episode and what you think is happening next week with the big drama. So comment in the comments. Let us know. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, babies.
Good. Overall,
2 pikes up.
Two what?
2 pikes.
Jersey pike.
Gotcha.
2 Jersey pikes up.
Like Jersey Turnpike?
Yeah, Jersey Turnpike.
Oh, okay.
Duh.
Well, a pike. Okay, sorry. My bad. I ruined that joke. There you go.
What? I was introducing. I was gonna. No, was that a good intro?
The judges with their puns today too, like non-stop.
Yeah. I just feel like if I was there, I would just be like,
you would do.
Ross, watch out.
You would do really well.
You would do right.
I love what they do.
The cow pun.
Yeah.
Like, can we please just move on from these? I'm so sick of cow puns.
You are
every episode utterly sick of it. Yeah.
The duo who were like Superman and Batman.
Batman and Robin maybe would be better.
Well, no, because like
Batman and Superman hated each other sometimes.
I feel like they do hate each other.
There's a whole movie about them versing each other.
I feel like Trinity does hate Valentina.
No, I don't think. You think? No.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Why don't you love me? Girl, I don't actually see any reference to that. Are you going through some things?
Wow, it got real deep. Real personal.
Jersey's always getting picked at.
Jersey is.
Like, they're always getting picked at because they're like the scab of America, basically. So,
I mean... Florida, but...
No, that's the butthole of America.
Okay, I get that.
Betterly elevated. Betterly. That's not a word.
My hometown, my sister was in a car accident. She hit a cow. I'm pretty sure it was Monique card.
She was playing a gig back in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was that bitch. She tried to get away, but you will be hearing from our insurance company. I don't know about y'all, but I really think she's killing it.
She's killing it, is she? Is she killing it?
She's killing it.
Kill the look, kill the game, murdered.
Call
dead.
2020 because we got a fucking another episode. Some bitches fucking snapped.
Girl, was almost me the other day. I was about to be on that show. You're all gonna be at my trial. Well, you know, I know things have been rough lately, but
I told her to stop.